Hey everyone. So Larry here, of course, and I am with the LNC Hobby Depot. And I'm sitting here tonight going over some of the details of everything that has been compounding with trying to get this business up and running. And I know for a lot of people, they have this question of, well, how do I even get started? What do I need to do and all this kind of stuff. And I was in the same boat, right? About 2 months ago, I was in the same boat going like, okay, how do I even get started in this? And I had to do a lot of digging. I had to understand exactly what it was that I was trying to achieve. I wanted a place where people could meet. I wanted a place where people could get help and expertise in, the hobby things that we all like to do, right? Be it RC cars, model rocketry, trains, models, getting paint on them, right? There's so many people out there that freeze up in doing that kind of stuff that they don't even try. They want to, but they don't. So what I try to do is really just look for the best way to help people out in that regard. And I really felt like, this hobby store, something that doesn't exist here in Midland, would be a great avenue for that. Now, in this, of course, whenever you're starting this, people are going to tell you to start with the business plan. And you know what? I could see why they tell you that. I really can. But it's more than starting with a business plan. You have to really understand what it is you're trying to achieve. And I think that's more important than anything else. So, knowing what you want to achieve, knowing the resources that are available to you, and then turning around and finding, is there a viable market? Once you know those things, the rest of the plan, that living document, that is the business plan. And let me tell you, it is very much alive because it will change consistently while you're getting this thing going. I'm surprised at how much it's changed. So I'd love to hear your questions on this process. I would love to hear, well, how did you get started or whatever else like that? And I could go over some of the tools, right? Especially for veterans out there. I know there are a lot of veterans out there that would love to start their own businesses, whether it's in a service type industry, electricians, plumbers, HVAC, whatever the case may be. How do I even start a business plan? Or, people like me who just wants a little store of their own, right? A little piece of Americana, if you will. How do I even get this thing rolling? Right? What do I need to look for? Where do I find these resources? And I'd love to tackle those questions with you. So this is going to be an open invite, right? Definitely reach out to me. Let's have these conversations because I'd love to have these conversations with you. And let's work on some helping each other out, okay? Now, of course, for those of you who don't know, I do have this Kickstarter going right now. This is to help me raise the last little bit that I need right now for my current business that I'm trying to start, which is the LNC Crossing Hobby Depot. And there'll be a link, for the Kickstarter, as well as the website for the business itself, which once we get funded, that will become the online retail store. I'm really looking forward to hearing your guys' questions, and I hope you have an amazing day. Be safe wherever you are, right? And you take care of yourselves. See you soon.